Hi friends, it's Amy at Doki Doki Forest. Welcome and thank you so much for being here. I love having you here and really appreciate you stopping by. Today is Friday and that means it's time for hashtag Flip Through Friday. This is a super fun open collab hosted by Kristina over at Kristina's Shack. I will have her info down below. And this is a really fun chance for anyone to jump in and share whatever they're working on, past or present. And it doesn't have to be a journal, it doesn't have to be complete. It can be a flip through of anything. So I am doing a journal today, but I do have some other things I think I'm going to share in the future that actually aren't journals that I'm going to kind of flip through. So it's a really fun chance to take something off the shelf and share and kind of remember what you were working on. There's lots of people that jump in and out each week as they have something, so I do it when I can. I will put links down below as I'm watching, and that way you can follow them. Also, just type in hashtag Flip Through Friday, and then that will just pull up all the videos. And that's probably the easiest way to discover new creators and see a lot of ideas. So today I'd like to share with you my hobonichi original. This is from 2020, right? Yes, 2020. And look at this cover. Look at those bears. This has to be my absolute favorite cover they've ever done. This is the smaller size, so you can see it's like about the size of my hand. This is the A6. And I use the original Avec inserts, and that's a set of 2 books. So this one covers January through June, and then there's a separate book that I have in a different cover that covers July through December. And that just keeps the size manageable on my shelf, so that way they're not so chunky I actually have a hard time displaying them. These ones stay a pretty good size. Some are more chunky than others. They're all different, but they look really nice on the shelf. And yeah, I love it. And then you can put your little pen in here. And I'm sharing my hobonichi because I'm super excited because I actually just got in my hobonichi 2024 supplies. I haven't opened them yet. I'm going to do that on camera and share that in a few days. So I've got a little bit of hobonichi fever right now. Let me know if you do too. So let's open it up. Oh, by the way, this is my journal I use for memory keeping. So it's mostly a lot of small photos. I have a little mini printer, and it's a sprocket, and I print out the little pictures and put them in. So that's mostly what this is, or like, you know, whatever we did that day. Sometimes I'll do drawing or stick in an image or stickers, washi, that sort of thing. It's a little mishmash of everything. So on the inside cover, I like to put just a few stickers to decorate. So I have Introvert, Snufkin from the Moomins, if you know the Moomins, Sailor Moon, and Luna. Love Sailor Moon. Then I have this sticker inside, Forever Alone Together, which was the motto of 2020. You know, that was a tough year. Oh, and the first thing I noticed is that this is actually July 2020, so we're starting in the middle. I grabbed this book, I thought this was the first half, but that's okay. We'll just jump right in July 2020. So we've got a nice little fishy here, and I like that hobonichis have this page to kind of welcome in the month before it begins, so you can decorate over here, or you can leave it, but you know, you can kind of put something seasonal here to kind of start the month. So I do like that. Just starting off gently here. Some days are challenging. It's okay to rest. We just have some stickers and washi. So some days it's like, you know, maybe nothing happened. So you can just play with your supplies and, you know, or you could just write one big word on there or something like that. And then we have this cute little red panda. And Animal Crossing was like the game of 2020. So let's see. Now on Animal Crossing New Leaf, you can put on a wetsuit and snorkel. You can go out swimming. You can even dive down underwater and find shrimp, scallops, seaweed, moon jellies, octopus, and more. So that was very exciting that they updated the game. And this was one that the whole family was playing. We all really enjoyed escaping and just, you know, being in this world with the other animals and doing simple things like, you know, growing fruit trees or, you know, designing the island, making a little garden, designing your house. Did anybody else play? It's so much fun. And let's see, so here's a picture that we printed out of some Treasure X kits, which were these volcanoes that erupted. And then there would be like a toy inside that you would put together. And on this page, again, I just have Animal Crossing stickers, some washi, just making a garden theme. And then I just drew in some marker hearts. And then here's a page, July 15th, again with lots of stickers. When we go for a walk around the circle, I always see lots of bunnies. I say to Gavin, let's count happy bunnies while we walk. He said, how do you know they're happy? Maybe they're furious. So we agreed that from now on, if I see a bunny first, it's a happy one. And if Gav sees it first, it's furious. And then here on the 17th, I wrote, my 80s child self loves this stamp. I have to dig this stamp out. It says from the library of, and then I put my name. Where is this stamp? It must just be over in my drawer. So I made other unicorns show up. Here's a little sticky note. I started watching the K-drama Love is a Romance Book, and I'm really enjoying it. I hope it will have a good soundtrack too. I need some new music. I do love to watch K-dramas. Let me know if you're watching a good one recently. I have a lot on like my Netflix list, but I haven't really picked one to watch yet. Here's a page where I drew a little nest. On my morning walk with Sophia, I found a perfectly preserved nest that had fallen in the field, so I brought it home. And then we had a leak, so I wrote, yesterday I discovered a water leak coming from several places in the pipes in the ceiling down in the basement, above where all the toy bins are. We had to bring tons of stuff upstairs and turn the water off. It was Swiss Family Robinson, as we could only fill a bucket of water to use with the hose. Luckily that got fixed pretty quick. But yeah, water issues are never fun. But I remember this nest. It was super cool. I left it outside. I didn't bring it in or anything, so eventually it just kind of returned to the earth. But it was very cool. There weren't even any shells or anything inside. It was just a perfect nest, just in the field. It wasn't even under a tree. And then we have a green theme going on here with some frogs. We got Karopi with the donuts. We've got some yokai here. I think this is glow-in-the-dark washi tape. And some Monsters, Inc. Mike Wazowski here. So the past couple of nights, we've watched Monsters, Inc. and Monsters University. The boys liked the movies. I had never seen Monsters University, so it was my first time seeing it along with the boys. And then I have this one where we saw a frog. We saw a huge bullfrog in the middle of the road. And I said it was a sign. So I looked it up, and it says the frog is a sign of cleansing and renewal. Frog equals symbol of cleansing. Call on the frog spirit to support you with clearing negative and toxic energies. Encourages you to renew your perspective and clear old beliefs. And here I'm adding some trash to my journal, but it's so pretty. So I wrote, we found Disney Princess Goldfish at Target. So I added in the beautiful princesses. And then we got these yummy Kit Kats at the Asian Mart. White, chocolate, and salt. These were really good. These ocean salt Kit Kats from Japan. And each package had like a different ocean animal. So they're so pretty. Now how did I stick that in there? That's pretty good. Usually my glue sticks don't work too well with this kind of a foil. I probably use double-sided tape. But yeah, so it's a little mix of everything. You can put some trash in there, washi, and add a little marker. And that's it for that day. You know, it's simple, but it's cute. There's another cute little Kit Kat package. Look at that little otter. This page, we watched The Jungle Book. We were trying to watch all the Disney movies in 2020. I think we made it to like the 90s. We didn't quite finish. I was going to try to watch everything starting at the beginning. And I watched the new BTS video Dynamite, and it's amazing. I then watched their Black Swan video and loved it. And then here's my son took a striped sock and made a sock puppet named Lenny. So that's my drawing of Lenny. And here's another Animal Crossing page where I just printed out a picture and then added some other decorations around it. Oh, and we had picked up an Animal Crossing journal, so we started journaling about our adventures in Animal Crossing in the journal. And that was fun because that was like something we did together. And then here's a double spread with all kinds of stickers. This is September now, so welcoming in the fall. This was my September page, just with stickers and washi, and then they're kind of drifting over here. And it says, our days are filled with goldfinches eating sunflower seeds straight from the flower. At twilight, sundown, we see swallows swooping in the sky, and at night, bats flutter over our heads. So that should be happening right about now. And then here we have a strawberry themed page. So sometimes it's fun to just have a theme and just try to find different things that go with it. So I wrote, yummy, we made delicious strawberry shortcake tonight, and it was so good. It's been so long since we've had it. So it's just kind of simple moments of the day, nothing complicated. And then I just used some strawberry themed stickers. These are by Little Miss Paintbrush, otherwise known as Chi Chi Little. You can find her on Instagram. And then just some cute paper and washi. And then this is a page in September, and I wrote, I have been having a great time trying out a new medium, drawing inks. I've had a set of Dr. Martin's ink for years, but I barely used it. Now I'm painting with it and just beginning to learn how fun a medium it is. Kind of similar to watercolor, only the inks cannot be reactivated by water once dried. I may have found my new favorite way to create. And a little beastie there, a little happy beastie. Hopefully you can see it, I can't tell. Oh, and then this was when my son created his own Animal Crossing board game. Kind of like Monopoly, but it was way more fun. It was really cool, so we all sat down and played that. And again, I just added some Animal Crossing stamps and a sticker. Some little mushy drawings. An acorn. Oh, and this is just a day when I went to go into the snack cabinet and I saw this ugly doll up there, and they're actually just called ugly dolls, and this is the one that my son made in school. His name is Porridge. And he was hiding in the snack cabinet, so that was funny. He did come with a tag that says he likes to get into mischief. And then on this side, we have some cute little sloths. This is the October, like Welcome October page. So it's fall and a little Halloween, and we got our sloths, and oh, I thought that was going to fold down, but no, that's just there. So put some stamps with some mushies. Not too much going on this one, just some stickers. And I added in this cupcake liner packaging from a pusheen crate, or pusheen box, I guess they're called. We used to get those. Those were 4 times a year. They would send you a pusheen box loaded with Pusheen the cat, all kinds of good stuff. And then just some painting on here. We've got a leaf and some acorns I was just doing in some different colors. Just some watercolor and white gel pen. And yeah, you can paint on this paper. It takes it very well. And then here's a day when I saw a turkey. So I sketched out the turkey, and then the show we were watching, which was Izzy's Koala World, which we really liked. Oh, and Bear Grylls. We were really into watching all of his shows on Netflix too. And then here's something I saw in the tree. It says, today I watched a hawk attempt to catch a bird in the umbrella weeping cherry tree in the backyard. The hawk sat on top and tried to dive in to catch a bird. The hawk was unsuccessful. So I've got the little bird right here, and he's going, come out, I'm hungry. The bird's like, nope. And there is actually a little bird nest in there. A little birdhouse, I mean. Oh, and then here's a mushroom parade. And then, what's this one? Funny night playing Animal Crossing. The balloon mini game was hilarious and a big hit. Hey, looks like you guys whiffed it and dropped straight into the ocean. That's funny. Must have missed the balloon. It says, I've been feeling crafty lately. It's been fun to create the miniature scene and Nook's Cranny. Oh yeah, there's a building called Nook's Cranny in the game Animal Crossing, and I made one out of cardboard. Just hot glue and cardboard. If I can find it, I'll stick a picture in here so you can see it. And then I also made, but the first thing I made was a little house. We were into making a lot of cardboard projects because, you know, we were home that year. So, let me go see if I can find the house real quick that I made. Okay, I found it. So this is my little cardboard house I made to look just like the ones in Animal Crossing. And it has a little door that opens. And I tried to make the roof just like the roof in the game. And I tried to make it functional, so where the chimney would be, I made it so you could stick your pencils in. So I've got my drawing pencils in there. And then the back is just plain. But it was super fun. It was fun, and it just sits on the desk. And then I can just grab my pencil and get drawing, put it in there. And I tried to put a little piece of cardboard in here to kind of hold the pencils so they didn't just fall. But this was really fun. I could even put an eraser in there if I wanted to. And I had this on my desk for a long time, but I moved it over to the shelf now. But that's it. And I wrote, I don't sew, but I create in other ways. So I must have just liked this sticker, but I love sewing, but I can't sew, or I don't sew, I guess I should say. I never was too proficient at it, let's say. So I would like to get a sewing machine though and give it another go. Oh, this was when I was watching a lot of this YouTube channel called Nyangsoop. She is amazing. Her kitchen is my dream kitchen. This is her kitchen. I printed out a picture of it. She like lives in the forest. And she makes all this delicious food from scratch. And she just lives like this kind of cozy, simple life. It's beautiful. She has a garden. And, you know, it's just a really soothing channel. I'll put a link to her down below, because these videos definitely helped me get through a challenging year. And definitely kind of remind me of what's important too. Sometimes I get a little lost, and then when I watch a video where things are simple and woodsy and beautiful, I realize like that's what I love. That's what I want. Oh my gosh, so this was weird. This was the year it snowed on October 30th. So it was so bizarre. I said, this is only the second time I can remember having snow on the ground for Halloween. This year is just so weird. So yeah, it was very strange. And they had to postpone Halloween trick-or-treating that year because of the snow. 2020, let's just all agree, was bizarre. Oh, and here are our pumpkins from that year. So we had one that looked like a goose, and then the kids drew faces on those ones. And then we have lots of mushies on this page. Making some cupcakes there. And then I think this was a little mask we got in a Japan crate. We used to like to get the Japan crates. We still get them sometimes, usually for special occasions. And then here's a fall page with just stickers, some gold paint splatters and painted on the top and bottom. Oh, and this one I just said I had a really great creative streak today. I drew a bunch of characters in my sketchbook that I really like. I'll have to go pull out that sketchbook. Maybe I'll share that next time. And of course, some mushies. And then I have this page. It's just a little, sort of like a mini collage. I've got some washi tape up here that I tried to cut so maybe you couldn't quite tell it was washi tape. It really blends in pretty well. And same with this one. This is a washi tape as well. And it just blends in so well when you cut it close. And then some different stickers and a little bit of marker at the bottom. And then this one says, I want to travel to the Inari Shrine in Kyoto before I'm 50 or when I turn 50. Poof, I am running out of time. Yeah, I'm not sure that's gonna happen. Someday. Here's a little collage with a washi tape character in the center, and then some different papers. We've got Miffy here, some washi. I just tried to stick to fall colors, and just a couple stickers. And then here's another page where I painted a little shiny mushroom. Looks like I'm trying out some shimmery metallic paints or shiny paints. And then I just added some stickers and washi and some collage, just some ripped up, looks like some scrap paper around the edge here. This looks like a piece of painty paper. I just ripped off a piece, and then this was probably an envelope that came with some stickers or something like that. And then on this page I just drew a little picture. I don't know if that's me with an umbrella or just a girl with an umbrella. I like the blue pencil. I like drawing with a blue pencil and then going over it with ink, but then not erasing the blue. I like seeing the sketch marks. And then here's Friday the 13th. So this little bear is scared staying in bed. She says, I'm staying in bed. Today is actually Friday the 13th. Actually, today is just going to be like any other cozy Friday. The boys are happy because it's the end of the week, and hopefully we'll watch a movie tonight. These guys are saying they had some bad luck. Because they're like zombies, and the kitties over here are okay because they look fine. They're not zombies, so they're good. Yeah, Friday nights we usually try to do like a movie when we can. Pizza and movie. I like to make homemade pizza, and then we try to pick a movie. Sometimes that takes so long we don't wind up watching a movie. Here's when we made some haunted sugar cookies. They were all different colors, green, red, purple, and they came with all these eyeballs you could decorate. And then this is just another simple daily page. We made homemade pizzas and watched the first Toy Story movie. It was a nice relaxing Friday night. So there I am relaxing. We've got some pizza and different snacks kind of washi. And then this sticker of a lady watering her plants, but I wrote, oh, when I put the sticker in, I thought she was cooking. And then November 22nd, just some nice different stickers all together and washi. And here's when I learned about this magical creature in Japan called amabie, and she protects from disease. So she is and was very important in 2020. Here's a simple little December page. Just have a stamp here, washi, a little bit of a doily that I cut down there, and then some stickers, a little bit of paper up here. Oh yeah, that's a doily right there as well. I have a little bit of like tissue, just a little kind of mini collage, not too much, but a little mixed media. There's a picture of Sophia on the chair that she loves to sit on. Here's a Japan crate that we got. We usually try to get the December one because they do like a nice Christmas one with lots of snacks, and the October one because it's a Halloween crate. It's really fun. It's too expensive for us to get every month, but we try to get the holiday ones. Over here I wrote, as always, I always prefer classic vintage Christmas music like Frank Sinatra, Nat King Cole, Dean Martin, and Burl Ives. This year I also found a Kmart Christmas music YouTube video that was so great. All background music like what used to play at the stores when I was little. Very nostalgic. Oh my gosh, this Kmart music on YouTube is awesome. It is such a flashback. I love it. And you got to check it out. Now that I am reading this, I've only listened to the Kmart Christmas music, and I can't remember if they have just like a regular everyday music. But it is a trip to listen to. I feel like I'm little, walking around the store again, shopping. And I actually realized I prefer hearing this way more than when I go in stores now and I hear like, you know, top 40 from whenever the past like 20 years. It's just all over the place. And I find the music oftentimes so annoying now that I want to leave a store. Except for Trader Joe's. They play really good music in there. And that always makes me want to stay. But like all the other stores, most of the time, they're playing something obnoxious. And I realized that this music they used to play, the Muzak, it's just instrumental. but it makes it great because it's just background. It's not in your face. It's not annoying. I don't know. Tell me what you think. Have a listen and see if it brings back memories, and tell me, what do you prefer? Muzak or music? I mean, I love music when I'm listening to things I like, but when I'm shopping, I like classical or jazz, like big band kind of old school. Or, I mean, I say bring back the music. Here's when I got a new little light up guy for the front yard, a narwhal. I thought that was so cute. But he's so big, he has a huge hole on the bottom, and we realized we could just stick our heads in there. And then I'm just wrapping presents, getting ready for the holiday. And then here's a little collage with some wrapping paper from some gifts that we opened. Because that year people like dropped off gifts. We weren't really getting together. It was all Zoom calls or FaceTime and opening presents online and all that sort of stuff. So I saved some of the wrapping paper. Oh, and that's the year I got the camera that I'm using to film right now. So nice. I really wanted that camera so much. And you know, it's a little bit of an investment, but look, I'm using it all the time now. So it was worth it. Oh, and here's when we finished watching Star Wars Rebels, which I loved this series. Chopper is the best droid, but this series was amazing. Loved it. This is like so much better than so many live action shows or anything. It's like, I know it's animated and sometimes, you know, you might think, well, that's for kids. This one I recommend to anyone. If you like sci-fi, if you like Star Wars, it's amazing. All right, and then I have my favorites. I love this at the back. They always have a favorite section, so you can circle if it's like a movie or a book or a song, and you can write it down. So let's see, favorite, or I guess it's movie or show. Mandalorian, which I love. The first 2 seasons anyway. Not the third. Movie we watched was Soul, so we enjoyed that. Rebels final season. Clone Wars Season 7, that's Star Wars Clone Wars, which I watched by myself because I really liked it. Sure, there's a lot of slow episodes, but there's really good stuff in there too. But definitely don't watch every episode if you decide to watch this. Look for those lists online that tell you like the essential episodes, because they're really good. Bridgerton, Department Store Muzak, see, I loved it. What? 4 stars? Not 5? The heck. Star Wars Battlefront, that was a game we all played. We enjoyed that. Hyrule Warriors, again, another game. We had fun with that. Christmas Chronicles, the movie, loved that. And my new Canon camera, 5 stars. So then there's just loads of stuff in the back. You can do addresses and personal notes. And then on the very back cover, this is where I like to put, you know, the washi tape sticker when you open it up. And there's the sticker that's like on the top of it here. I like to peel that off and stick it in my book. And that way it's like, if I'm looking at the book and I'm like, oh, that mushroom washi was so cool. Where did it come from? I could try to find it again. Like, oh, it's BGM. You know, I can look up BGM, mushroom washi, and try to find it. So put that there. And then this one, this is all Napyonz. These ones here. And she does amazing illustrations. Super talented. I can link her down below. She's amazing. Then we have a little bear to say goodbye. And that closes out the hobonichi for the second half. And maybe I'll share the first half next time. I'm doing it in reverse order, but that's okay. So that does it for this book here. That was July through December of 2020. I hope you got some ideas. Thanks so much for hanging out with me. Don't forget to check #FlipThroughFriday, and I will see you again soon. Have a great week. Bye-bye, friends.